Hello? What is the first question? What is the first question?
We have that.
What is the first question?
What is hypermetropia? How it can be corrected?
Yeah. What is the hypermetropia? Hypermetropia is nothing but if the parallel beam of light coming from a near object is converged behind the retina of the eye, then it is called hypermetropia. How can it be rectified? It can be rectified by using convex lens.
Convex lens.
Okay, so you have to mention that what is the hypermetropia means when a parallel beam of light is coming from a near object and converging behind the retina of the eye, then it is called hypermetropia. It is a defect of a human eye. It can be rectified by using convex lens. Next, what is myopia? If the parallel beam of light coming from a distant object and converging before the retina, in hypermetropia, it converges behind the retina. In myopia, it converges before the retina. How it can be corrected? It can be rectified by using concave lens. Can you hear me? Yes. Next, what is the power of a convex lens? What is its unit? Guys, please reply.
Unit is diopter, sir.
Yeah, unit is diopter, but what is the power of a convex lens? You can write it is a reciprocal of focal length of the lens. You can write simply P is equal to 1 by F, or even you can write it is you can write P is equal to 1 by F. It is a reciprocal of focal length also you can write it. And as you said, unit is diopter, which will mention with capital D. Okay, next. What is the fourth one? A concave mirror produces the image of long vertical plane placed 40 centimeter from the mirror at the position of the object. Find the focal length of the mirror. Which type of mirror it is? Concave mirror. So mirror formula. What is the mirror formula? 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. But U and V are at the same point on the left side of the lens. So U is minus 40. Plus of 1 by V is also minus 40. So you will get minus 2 by 40. So you will get F is equal to minus 20 centimeter. There's a minus 1 by 20 is nothing but can you able to see? So what is the
Yes,
focal
sir.
length? What is the focal length?
Minus
Minus 20
20.
centimeter. Minus 20. I can hear the only voice of Sanket. Satvik, not Sanket. Satvik. Others I am not getting any response. Okay. What is optical density? What is mass density? Everybody knows that it is mass density is nothing but mass by
Mass by
volume.
volume.
What is optical density? It is the ratio of velocity of light in refracting medium to the velocity of light in incident medium. Please note down. It is the ratio of optical density is the ratio of velocity of light in refracting medium to the velocity of light in you can say that optical density is equal to you can say VR by VI. What is VR? Velocity of light in
Refract.
in refracting medium by velocity of light in incident medium. Can you able to see that?
Yes, sir.
The best example is the turpentine. For turpentine, mass density is less than the mass density of water, but it has more optical density. Okay? You need not write, just if they ask, then you can write the example is a turpentine. Next question. Next question. You know what is the dispersion? You know
Yes,
what is
sir.
the dispersion? What is the dispersion?
Splitting of white light into
Splitting
7
of
different
light.
colors.
Yes, means you cannot write like that. You have to write
Into
that
its component colors.
yes, when white light is incident on a prism, it splits into its 7 colors or constituent colors. This is known as the dispersion. Which color gets relative more dispersed? Violet. Violet
Due to small
deviates.
wavelength.
Yes. Okay. Next. 7th one.
Small
Hmm.
angle of
Prism 4° deviates a ray through 2.48 degree.
2.4 dB
Find the refractive index.
of prism.
Yeah. A lot of disturbance from your side.
R equal to D by A plus 1.
Formula used is
R equal to dm by A plus 1.
D is equal to A into mu minus 1. D, or in some books they write it as delta is equal to A into mu minus 1. What he is asking? Refractive index. So you can say that delta by A is equal to mu minus 1. Mu is equal to delta by A plus 1. What is the D here? Deviation. 2.48 by
2.48.
plus 1. It becomes 1.62. 0.62 plus 1. 1.62. Now you know the importance of Oersted experiment.
Yes, sir.
What is Oersted important? Whenever the current is passed through a conductor, a magnetic field will be developed around the conductor. So Oersted established the relation between the magnetic field and electric field.
Went to the next question.
Next question only, I'm going that.
Show the paper.
They have that. The question is, this one is the question. What is the importance of Oersted experiment? The importance of Oersted experiment is whenever the current is passed through a conductor, a magnetic field will be developed around the conductor. That is importance. And it establishes a relation between electric and magnetic field. And you know, distinguish between ammeter and voltmeter. That's very easy. What is that? Ammeter is a device which is used to find the current, and it should be always connected in series with the component.
Measure current.
Voltmeter is a device used to measure the PD across the component. It should be always connected in parallel with the component.
Sir,
yes. Pardon?
Ammeter parallel, sir.
Ammeter series, sir. Distinguish between ammeter and voltmeter means ammeter is used to measure the current in the circuit. And it should be always connected in series with the component. Component means maybe resistor, capacitor, inductor, whatever it may be. Voltmeter is used to measure the PD across the component. And it should be always connected in parallel. Next, 10th one, state Gauss law in magnetism. Everybody knows the Gauss law in electrostatics. They will write and they don't get the marks. So what is the Gauss law in magnetism?
Line integral of magnetic field and length dot product of magnetic field and length is 0.
No, not length. Not length. Not length.
Surface area.
Line integral of B dot dA is equal to 0. B dot dA is equal to 0. Line integral of B dot dA is equal to 0. That means the total flux passing through closed surface is 0. That is importance. The total flux passing through the closed surface is equal to 0. Okay? But most of the times, students will go for the flux is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times into charge. That is wrong. That is the Gauss line electrostatics. Specifically, you asked Gauss line magnetism. So even you can write integral B dot dA is equal to 0, and the total flux passing through closed surface is always equal to 0. Yes. Next. You know how to convert a moving coil galvanometer into voltmeter?
By connecting a low resistance in parallel.
That you are told the answer for that one. This is different. Okay. Yes. How do you convert a moving coil galvanometer into voltmeter? 11th one. A moving coil
By
galvanometer
connecting high resistance in series.
High resistance.
Yes, high resistance in series with it. Yes. How do you convert a moving coil galvanometer into ammeter?
Connecting low resistance in parallel.
And that low resistance connected in parallel is known as shunt resistance. The same thing you can expect for short answer questions also. But when it is asked in very short answer questions, you have to write, as you said just now, it can be converted into voltmeter by connecting high resistance in series with it. How do you convert a moving coil galvanometer into ammeter? It can be converted into ammeter by connecting a low resistance in parallel with it. That's all. But when the same thing is asked for 4 marks, you have to derive that S is equal to IgG by I minus Ig, and then R is equal to V by Ig minus G. Okay, coming back to that, state Lenz law. According to Lenz law, the induced EMF or induced current will be always in such a direction to oppose the cause for it. Yes, uses of infrared rays. Uses of infrared rays. Nobody is giving any words.
Physiotherapy.
Yes.
Next, then growth of crops, military areas, photography in fog.
Thermal imaging cameras, night vision cameras. You can write it can be used in remote controls. It can be used in thermal imaging cameras, nothing but night vision cameras, and also fiber optics. Write 2. Okay. One is in remote controls, what we use daily. Another is fiber optic.
Lenz law once again.
Lenz law. According to Lenz law, the direction of induced current will be always in such a direction to oppose the cause for it. To oppose the cause for it. Yes. Next, use of microwaves.
Radars.
Yes, satellite and space communication, even for cancer treatment also. As you said, the microwaves are used in radars and also used in satellite and space communication, and sometimes we use for cancer treatment also. Yes, sir. Next, what is the principle involved in the working of micro oven? Micro oven. What is the principle involved in the working of micro oven? Radio waves are used in micro oven. You can write radio waves are used in micro oven. These radio waves are absorbed by the water, fat, and sugars, and they can be converted directly into heat. Once again, I repeat, radio waves are used in micro ovens. These are absorbed by the water, fats, and sugar and converted directly into heat. Mr. Shenmukh,
Sir,
17th is yours. You can do it. 17th one, this we already given in this one.
it becomes
And
half,
then-
sir.
Which becomes half? It becomes half means which becomes half?
Wavelength.
Wavelength becomes half. He is asking wavelength. What is asking? What
Energy of the
happened?
photon.
Mr. Anjan Kumar. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
E is equal to h nu is equal to hc by lambda. Hc is a constant, is proportional to 1 by lambda. E lambda is equal to constant. Therefore, E1 lambda 1 is equal to E1 lambda 1 is equal to E2 lambda 2. E1 into lambda 1 is equal to E2 into 2 lambda 1. Lambda 1 get cancelled. So E2 is equal to E1 by 2. Are you writing? It is equal to E1 by 2. Over. Hello?
Yes, sir, done.
Yes.
Done, sir.
Next. 17 is over. 18. 18. What is meant by wattless component of current? What is meant by wattless component of current? If you take any AC circuit having inductance or capacitance, what is the phase difference between the voltage and current? What is the phase difference between voltage and current?
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. Then what is the power? P is equal to VRMS into IRMS into cos phi. Cos pi by 2. 0. So power becomes 0. Are you following me? So P is equal to VRMS into IRMS into cos phi. In AC circuit containing inductor or capacitor, the phase difference between the voltage and current is 90 degree. That is pi by 2 radian. So P is equal to VRMS into IRMS into cos 90. That becomes 0. That means it becomes wattless power. There is no power. So current flows in the circuit, even power becomes 0. Current flows in the circuit, even power becomes 0. This current is called wattless current. Are you writing? Response.
Yes, sir, writing.
Okay, so P is equal to 0. P is equal to 0. So I flows in the circuit, even power becomes 0. This is called wattless current. Next sentence you have to write. The component of current which contributes no power in AC circuit. The component of current which contributes no power in AC circuit. I repeat, the component of current which contributes no power in AC circuit is called wattless component of current. Wattless component of current. You have to write in the last, wattless component of current is equal to IRMS into sine phi. Even if you write IRMS into sine phi, you'll get the marks. Wattless component of current is equal to IRMS into sine phi. IRMS into sine phi. Because sine phi is 90, sine 90 is 1. So you'll get IRMS. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Next up. Next, this, you know everything. Transformer converts 200 volt AC to 2000 volt AC. Calculate the number of the turns in the secondary coil if the number of turns in the primary coil has 10 turns. May I know the formula from your side?
V1 by N1 equal to V2 by N2.
Exactly. That only you can say that NS by NP is equal to Vs by Vp. As you told, N2 by N1. Or you told N1 by N2 is equal to V1 by V2. Clearly, NS by NP is equal to Vs by Vp. What is asking? What is asking? Number of turns in secondary. So, NS is equal to NP into Vs by Vp. What is NP? 10. What is Vs? 2000. Voltage across secondary. Voltage across primary.
200.
Voltage across 200. So 200 into 10, 10, 10.
100.
10, 10, 100. So number of turns in secondary is 100. Over?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Next, sir. Next, what is the phase difference between the AC, EMF and AC current in the following circuit? One is a pure resistor, pure inductor, pure capacitor. In pure resistor, there is no
Zero.
phase difference. Phi is equal to 0. In pure inductor, phi is equal to pi by 2. In capacitor, phi is equal to minus pi by 2. Because in pure inductor, voltage leads the current by pi by 2. So 90 degree plus. In pure capacitor, voltage lags or current leads. That's why minus pi by 2. Yes, coming back to the 21. What type of transformer is used in 6 volt bed lamp? It is a common sense question. We get the domestic
Step down.
step down. Yes, we get
Down
domestic.
transformer.
Yes, step down. We get between 200 to 220 volt. Now in bed lamp we use 6 volt. So naturally it is step down. Yes. Write the expression for the reactance of inductor and capacitor. Reactance. Inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. Anjan Kumar. Okay. Okay. Others who are writing? Sachet?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Can I get the answer from you for this? 22nd, write the expression for the reactance of inductor and capacitor. You can see on the board. Mr. Mahesh Babu. Mahesh Babu garu. Jain అయినారు చాలా హ్యాపీ వింటున్నారా? Can you hear? Okay, fine. Inductive reactance and capacitive reactance formula. XL is equal to omega L. That is nothing but 2 pi FL. XC is equal to 1 by omega C, 1 by 2 pi FC. That's all. Units are ohm for XL or XC. XC is inductive reactance. Sorry, XC is the capacitive reactance. XL is the inductive reactance. Over. Next. What is the principle involved in the working of transformer? Mutual induction. Define the retentivity and coercivity that comes under magnetism and matter. Chapter number I don't know, but you have to see that. What is retentivity? The value of magnetic field left in the specimen is known as the retentivity. That means at which H becomes 0. H is different from B because B is equal to mu H. So the value of magnetic field left in the specimen, even when magnetizing force is 0, is known as retentivity. Coercivity. Coercivity. The magnetizing force applied in reverse direction to reduce residual magnetism to 0. That means at which B is 0. Remember one thing. In retentivity, H becomes 0. In coercivity, B becomes 0. Okay. Coming back to the magnetic field lines form a continuous closed loop. Why? You know that. Outside the magnetic lines of force move from north to south, and inside they move from south
to north.
So there is a, you know that there's a north and south. Outside they move from north to south. Inside they move from south to north. So that's why you can say that this form the closed loop. Got the point? This is, you know that, inside. Yes, sir. Next, what are the units of magnetic moment and magnetic induction? Magnetic moment. M is equal to I into A. For N turns, M is equal to NIA. You can say that M into 2L also, where M is the pole strength, ampere meter into meter. It becomes ampere meter square. You need not write all these things, you have to write ampere meter square is the unit of magnetic moment. And you know that magnetic induction is, everybody know, B. What is the unit of B? Tesla or Gauss. You know the relation. 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Okay. Define magnetic declination and inclination. Define magnetic declination and magnetic inclination. Inclination is also known as a dip. Declination. It is angle between the geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. Declination is angle between geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. Okay, coming back to that. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I told you, what is the magnetic declination? It is the angle between geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. And what is the inclination? Inclination is also known as the dip.
Angle between Earth's magnetic field and to the horizontal component.
Yes, very good. Exactly. Next, What happened to compass needle at earth poles? What happens to the compass needle at earth's poles? Anybody? At earth's poles, write down. At earth's poles, BH is equal to 0. Horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field becomes 0. At Earth's poles, BH is equal to 0. Therefore, the compass needle aligns in any direction. Therefore, the compass needle aligns in any direction. Next question. Define magnetization. Magnetization means you can write the intensity of magnetization. Magnetization means intensity of magnetization. We write with I. I is equal to M by V. Anybody can say what is the M? Magnetic moment by volume. So magnetization or intensity of magnetization, you can write it as magnetic moment per unit volume. Magnetic moment per unit volume. Magnetic moment per unit volume. Just now we discussed it in question number 26. What are the magnetic moment, units of magnetic moment? Question number 26. Just now we discussed what are the units of magnetic moment?
Ampere meter square.
Very good. So I is equal to M by V. I is equal to M by V means M is ampere per meter square. Volume, meter cube. Can you see the board? Are you in a position
No,
to see?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ampere meter square by meter cube. So you'll get one. So you'll have
Ampere meter inverse.
or ampere meter inverse. Very good. That's all. Next. Okay, coming back to that question number 30. This is a very common question which you can see in the magnetism matter. Classify the following magnetic material with regards to the magnetism: manganese, cobalt, nickel, bismuth, oxygen, and copper. Cobalt and nickel are ferro, cobalt and nickel, para, manganese and oxygen, dia, bismuth and copper. I repeat, ferro substances are cobalt and nickel, para substances are oxygen and manganese, and dia is copper and bismuth. Yes. Define magnetization and write its equation. Sorry, and state its unit. Just now, the same thing is repeated. Magnetization. Intensity of magnetization. I think it is same as the repeated. Which one is already we discussed? No, we didn't discuss. Just now I told you I is equal to M by V. Next, coming back to that, what is work function and write its equation. What is work function? Question number 32. What is work function? Write its equation. Yes, please. Work function. It is the minimum energy required to liberate an electron from metal surface. What is the formula? Equation. W is equal to h nu naught or hc by lambda naught. What is photosensitive material? Which emits the electrons when a light of suitable frequency is incident on it. Example, sodium and potassium. Coming back to that, everything you know. State Heisenberg uncertainty principle. This you might have come across even in chemistry. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Anybody?
It It is impossible to measure both moment, position and
Momentum of an electron
simultaneously.
at same instant. Heisenberg uncertainty principle, according to this, it's not possible to measure both position and momentum of an electron at same instant. Exactly. So you know that delta x into delta p,
H
this
by
u,
2,
exactly, h by
2 pi.
2 pi. That only you have to write. Next, you know that 38 anybody can say. An electron,
Yes,
an
sir.
alpha particle, and proton have same kinetic energy. Which of these particles has the shortest de Broglie wavelength? What is the formula? De Broglie wavelength. Lambda is equal to h by under root 2m
2 mke.
h by under root 2m k. H is constant and is saying same kinetic energy. 2 is constant. So you can say that lambda is proportional to 1 by under root m. Electron, alpha particle, and proton. What is alpha particle mass? I told you m alpha is equal to 4 mp. And you have mp. M alpha is 4 mp, me, and this one. That you do it. You got the idea. Next, Euler theory. Write down the Einstein photoelectric equation 39. Einstein photoelectric equation E is equal to W plus Ke. H nu is equal to H nu naught plus half mv square. That's all. The remaining you can write. What is n-type semiconductor? Mention the majority and minority charge carriers in it. Question number 41. What are the majority charge carriers in n-type?
Electrons.
Yes. Minority? Holes.
Holes.
In p-type?
Majority are the holes and minority are the electrons.
Electrons. Fine. Next. 43. In which bias can a Zener diode be used as a voltage regulator in reverse bias?
Reverse bias.
In reverse bias. That's only answer is reverse bias. In reverse bias, Zener diode acts as a voltage regulator. Yes. What is the PN junction? What is the defined depletion layer? Depletion layer is the layer which is depleted of mobile charge carriers, freed from. And its thickness is in micron. This I already told you. Symbol of truth and tables and AND gate you can write. What is AND gate? Symbol. This is the AND gate. Truth table, AND gate. A, B, Y is equal to A and B. You know that you can take 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. These are all you can write it. Yes, coming back to that. NOR gate, you know that. How to write NOR gate? Symbol. NOR gate. It is a combination of
NAND and
OR.
OR.
Sorry, sir.
NAND gate and OR gate.
NOR gate, sir. NAND gate, NOR gate ain't, sir. NOR gate. R plus NOT. Symbol. Okay. No, it's not. R plus not NOR. How do you write OR gate? This is a symbol of NOR gate, which I have written. Next. Modulation. Modulations.
Combining low frequency signal with high frequency signal.
That's all. Okay. Basic methods of modulation. AM, FM,
AM, FM, PM.
PM. Amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation.
mod.
PM. AM, FM, PM. Okay. How does power radiated by an antenna depends on wavelength of and length of antenna? 52 question. Last question of VSAQs. Last question of VSAQs. Last question of VSAQs. How does power radiated by antenna depends on wavelength and length of antenna? P is equal to power is proportional to 1 by lambda whole square. P is proportional to 1 by lambda square. Means power increases with the decrease of lambda. You have to write power increases with the decrease of lambda. Size of antenna shall be a minimum of lambda by 4. Lambda by 4. So you have to remember the power is inversely proportional to lambda square. P is proportional to 1 by lambda square. As lambda decreases, P increases. Okay? Any doubts in that? Tomorrow is Sunday. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow is Sunday. We'll have one more sitting tomorrow. Whatever the theory is there, you please complete the theory. Let us discuss only problems of SAQs and LAQs tomorrow. Can you fix the timing? Can you fix the time?
Same time, sir. Same time.
No. Morning it would be better. For
Okay.
example, if you see SAQ, question number 19. Anybody can read it? Question number 19. Question number 19 in SAQs. If three capacitors, 2 PC, 3 PC, and 4 PC are connected in parallel combination, find the effective capacity. Calculate the charge on each plate when 100 volt battery is connected in the circuit. What do you mean by PC? Actually, it should be PF, picofarad. By mistake, it is printed as 2 PC, but it is 2 PF. 2 PF, 3 PF, and 4 PF are connected in parallel combination. Find the effective capacity. So, what is the effective capacity?
C equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3.
C2 plus C3. Very good. When it is C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3, then 2 plus 3 plus 4. How much?
9.
9. So, C is 9. Calculate the charge on each plate when 100 volt battery is connected to the circuit. When the capacitors are in parallel, the PD is same. And you know the formula Q is equal to
C by V.
Hello. Sir, where are you? Q is equal to C by V. అది ఎక్కడ సార్?
Q equal to CV, sir.
Q is equal to CV. So when Q is equal to CV, Q1 is equal to C1V, Q2 is equal to C2V, Q3 is equal to C3V. So 2 into 100, 200 PC, picocoulomb. What is the next one? 3. 3 into 100, 300 PC. Next one is 4. 4 into 100, 400 PC. That's all. Next, 22nd question. What is the 22nd? Mahesh Babu, what is 22nd? Hmm.
If the current in one coil changes from 0 to 20,
Hmm.
0.6.
Hmm.
And 1.5 into
We are not in a position to listen your voice clearly.
We can't hear your voice clearly, Mahesh Babu.
Are you in journey? Where are you, Miss Mahesh Babu? Are you in the home?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So last is, you know that it is a mutual inductance. E is equal to M into di by dt. Even you can write E is equal to minus M into di by dt. E is equal to minus, what is the mutual inductance? 1.5. 1.5 I can write it as 3 by 2. What is the di? The current increases from 0 to 20. So 20 minus 0, 20 by dt. dt 0.5. I can write it as 1 by 2. So you will get E is equal to minus 60. But he is not asking E. He is asking what is the change in flux. Then you go for E is equal to minus d5 by dt. E minus 60 minus d5 by dt 0.1 by 2. So you will have d5 60 is equal to 2 into d5. d5 is equal to 30. What is the unit of flux? Weber. Yes. Next. Last we conclude, we close so that all the problems will be over. Question number 24. Last question of today. 24. A current of 10 ampere passes through two very long wires held parallel to each other and separated by distance of 1 meter. What is the force per unit length between them? What is the force per unit length them gather? What is the unit force per unit length between them? Formula. Nobody is responding. F by L is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into I1 I2 by A. Mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 2 pi into 10 by 1 2 pi 2's 200 into 2, 20. 100 into 2, 200 into 10 to the power of minus 7. That is nothing but 2 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton per meter. That is the answer. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton per meter. I request all the students to go through the paper thoroughly. You will be covering more questions from this, and tomorrow we'll discuss LAQs in depth, including the problems. Tomorrow timing will be morning 10 o'clock. Is it okay for you?
Okay, sir.
Morning 10 o'clock we join and we discuss all the LAQs and any doubts. Please go through the paper. And as I have been telling you since long, March, even today's first year paper also from previous papers only. I have been telling you 17th March, 17th May, 18th March, 18th May, 19th March and 19th May. Same repeated questions today, even first year got it. In addition to that, you go through this. And our pre-final 1 and pre-final 2 papers. Most of them are repeated. Okay? See you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Have a nice evening.